Hello and welcome to today's video. So this time I wanted to give you a little update and a resolution of what's happened with my UPS Saga nightmare. So sit back, relax, and let's take a look. So back on the 28th of January, I uploaded a video here on YouTube about an agony saga that I've been having sending a parcel to America via UPS. Now, if you've not watched that video and you want to see this one in context, do please click the box there and go and watch that one right now. So that video went live on the Saturday, and it wasn't until Tuesday the 31st, so Sunday, Monday, and then the Tuesday, that I did finally hear back from UPS. And I was dealing with someone from their customer representative branch or division, and it was the same person I was dealing with through email throughout this, and they did actually issue a bit of an apology. So they did say, "Dear Mr. Burt, I'm writing to you with reference to the problems that you've experienced with your shipment," and they give the tracking number, "and following the video that you posted on YouTube, which has come to our attention. At the outset, please allow me to apologise for the problems that you've experienced with your delivery and for the lack of follow-up in relation to your request for a refund. At UPS, we aim to provide exemplary service at all times, and it's disappointing that has not been the case on this occasion." Fair enough. And thank you for the apology. "I will be reviewing what happened with your shipment and your refund request with our social media team and the Exeter Package Centre, and will ensure that where required the relevant actions are taken with the personnel involved. In regard to your request for a refund, I have logged the original invoices into query with our billing department for credit notes to be issued to cancel the original invoices, and I've contacted our accounts department with regards to the actual refunds. I will revert back to you once I have further updates on this. I sincerely apologise once again for the service that you've received and for any upset and inconvenience that has been caused. I will update you as soon as possible regarding your refund. If you have any questions in the meantime, please do not hesitate to contact me." So I replied, said, "Thank you very much for reaching out." The one was really polite, definitely contactable. Yeah, looks like things are getting moving. But it's still taken at that point, over 2 weeks since the parcel initially left my hands before. And I had to go through a real palaver, make a video, and finally I've seemed to be getting somewhere. On the next day they did come back. They were querying the exact invoices and the amounts that were to be refunded. The main one was for £74, which was the main cost to send the parcel to the States. But I had two mysterious £3.95 charges. One of them, I believe, was when the driver had to come back to drop off a signed form, which I told him to take in the first place. And the second £3.95 was charged when they delivered the parcel literally back to me from the Exeter depot where it had been sent in the first place. So once again, I needed both those back as well. And we are now, as I said, 2 weeks into the process of where the actual parcel was originally sent. It's been 2 weeks now. A couple of days go by, and then on Thursday the 2nd of February, I do receive another email from UPS. It says, "Both of the invoices that I have located have been logged with our billing department. The queries have been closed off today, and credits are being issued to cancel the invoices. Once these credits are showing on the system, I can get the refunds processed. I apologise that this is taking longer than expected, but please be assured that this is in progress and I will keep you updated." So then, literally nothing. I was expecting the refund to just turn up and nothing's happened. So what I thought I'd do is give PayPal a call, because the way I paid for this was through PayPal. Really, really convenient, and it's an easier way to do it. And if you do have problems, on the whole, PayPal are pretty good for resolving or stepping in if they need to step in. So I gave PayPal a call and spoke to someone who worked there. I explained the situation. Prior to this, a couple of days before, I had already sort of lodged, not a complaint, but I've said that there's a problem with this payment and I've not received the service that I've paid for. But I hadn't escalated it to a claim. I just basically uploaded all the documentation to the PayPal website, and UPS then have 5 or 6 days to reply. But I phoned PayPal and I explained the situation. The woman there was fantastically competent in her job. She knew exactly what to do. She said, "Definitely don't close it, even if you've had a promise of payment via email from UPS," which I've had. She said, "All you need to do is just escalate it to a claim. UPS then formally have to respond on the PayPal website, or we'll just, you'll get your money back because they've not responded to the claim basically. So I said, okay, so that's what I did. So I escalated it to a claim, and then I think they had well, until this most recent week, to get back to PayPal to basically resolve this. So I thought either way, I'm going to get it through PayPal or I'm going to get it through UPS, whoever's quickest. I am going to get my money back eventually, you know. So then a whole week goes by up until Thursday, just gone. So Thursday the 9th, and had another email from UPS. Still nothing on PayPal. It was just sort of under investigation, and nothing back from UPS. And they wrote to me again, the same lady. Dear Mr. Burt, I'm really sorry that this is taking so long to process. I just wanted to let you know that I am still chasing this, and I've escalated it again within the billing department. As soon as I have further updates, I will let you know. So still nothing. Then yesterday, as I filmed this, so literally yesterday, Friday the 10th, just shy of 4 weeks since the original parcel got sent, I had a refund come through from PayPal for the larger of the two amounts. That was the £74. Now, at this point, it's unclear if PayPal stepped in and closed the case on my behalf and just gave me the money back, but that's certainly what it looks like. I had sent them all the supporting documentation, as I said, and this refund happened at 5 o'clock in the morning on Friday. Now, on the same day at 8:30 in the morning, I had another email from UPS, and you won't believe this. It says, Dear Mr. Burt, I now have the credit notes to cancel the original invoices, so I've requested for the refunds to be issued as a matter of urgency. I will continue to monitor for confirmation that they have been paid and let you know once I have received this. Apologies again that it's taken so much longer than expected. So I'd already got the refund at this point. I thought, this is beyond it, really. I mean, you just can't believe it. So I don't know. I still don't know now if PayPal just stepped in and said, right, this is ridiculous. It's almost a month now. He's followed all the steps and we've literally had nothing back from UPS. We're just going to give him his money back. Or if this was a result of the claim getting authorised and it's just been refunded and my person in the UK just hadn't got the update. I really, really don't know. I don't know, but mainly I've got my money back, which is the main thing. So what can I say? It really is a very sad state of affairs when a company which was once so highly thought of fails so miserably in issuing what you would think would be a really, really simple refund. And that is what is most disappointing in all aspects of this. Really, is a company that I've used a lot over the years, and I mean a lot, and they just seem to have well, I don't want to swear again, but you know what I'm thinking. It's just they've gone to you know what. So needless to say, I will not be using UPS again. All of this could have been avoided if there had just been a way to contact the Exeter depot directly and get the correct documents to them, and there isn't. And you just look at all the work that's been wasted, plus all the negative publicity that the company's now received. So this, my original video, has so far been watched 1,200 times. It's been shared widely across Twitter and Facebook. Some people have shared it on there as well. So this has been a really negative experience for the company all around, and it has hurt their reputation. I know they're a big company, and this is just a tiny little blip. But if this is happening worldwide, then who knows? So all of it, as I said, in summary, all of this could have been avoided with a simple direct telephone number to the Exeter depot, or a slightly more competent driver who actually knew what he was doing. Maybe he was just new to the job, I don't know. But if either of those two things had happened, none of this would have been an issue. And that ultimately is what it is. So they've made UPS, all you've got is a national helpline number, which is automated and virtually unusable. Yet if each depot just had a phone where people could contact, or if someone at the Exeter depot had just used their initiative and said, right, we're missing this document, we've got the guy's address, we've got his phone number and email, and just reached out, I could have given them the information there and then. It's just unbelievable incompetence by UPS, and it just beggars belief. So needless to say, I will not be using UPS ever again. There's lots of alternatives now, and the last few, amazingly, I've got to the States quite safely using the eBay Global Shipping Program, and also Every, which was the old Hermes. Their process for sending parcels overseas is actually quite straightforward. And a couple that I sent recently, while the Royal Mail were not accepting international, have got there all safe and sound. So that's quite a good sign, really. Now, the last video was quite successful. And I thought it would be interesting to read some of the 85 comments that were posted on the last video, as I do think they're pretty interesting. So Addie Smith writes, had a similar experience with them a few months ago. Handed the 3 invoices to the driver, asked him if this was all good to go, and simply said yes. That's exactly what happened to me. Parcel accepted. After 24 hours getting stuck at the local head branch, I tried to contact them numerous times to try and get things moving, but failed to get any answers. This is exactly what happened to me. This was a return from overseas. To cut a long story short, and an awful lot of emails, it took me a month to get my refund back. UPS nightmare. Addy, it's taken me a month, literally. So that exactly the same as what happened to me, happened to this guy. Oh, it just makes me mad, you know. So Ron Smythe says, UPS is merging with FedEx. The new company will be called Fed Up. Brilliant. Adam Berry, real tool dude. Well, I was going to send something by UPS to America this week. That ain't happening now. I will use someone else if they're like this. Sorry for your experience, Jules. Thank you, Adam. Andrew Hindmarch writes, sorry to hear, Jules. I had a problem with UPS last year sending a parcel to USA. Records showed that it was in transit in New York, and there it stayed for 5 months. In the end, I raised a Section 75 with my credit card and got my money back. Then the item was returned to me in the UK. Will never use again. So I think we're picking up a little moral here that when you pay, don't pay them direct. Use a service like a credit card or through PayPal like I did, because you do have a measure of protection, and that cannot be underestimated. My friend Jurassic Collectibles says, so sorry to hear this, Jules. I think I will avoid using UPS. Watching your video, I had a similarly bad experience with Every before Christmas, and they have not responded to a physical letter sent to their head office. It's really sad to see customer service going this way. I'll be sticking to Royal Mail for now, or some alternative international courier. Yeah, it's true. I mean, all of these companies, these courier companies, seem to be having issues, and maybe, I don't know, I know delivery costs and petrol prices have gone up. Maybe that's squeezing the amount of staff that they've got on site. But you have to think, like some of the other industries, say the telecoms industry, which is huge, surely with all these different companies and all these complaints happening, we should have some sort of national regulator for delivery companies. I mean, what would be so wrong with that? They'd be pretty busy from the sounds of it. My friend Rex says, you know it's bad when the normally calm Jules is visibly angry. Well, sorry about that. That did make me chuckle. Thanks, mate. I mean, you're right. I'm quite a calm and collected person. But if I feel cheated and I do receive really bad service like this, believe me, I'm going to speak up. And I don't think anyone's going to dispute that this has been an absolute nightmare. Alan Atkins writes, your frustration is palpable and I sympathise. I have noticed a drop-off in customer service since the pandemic. People just don't seem to have any pride in doing a job anymore. Another problem is customer service personnel are nowhere near the source of the problem. A customer service person at the depot where the problem has occurred should be the one to address your problem. I agree. UPS and many other companies have forgotten that their entire business hinges on good customer service. I hope you get your money back and an apology. Well, in the end, Alan, I did get my money back, and in the very first email I did get an apology, then follow-up apologies with how long it had taken to actually get resolved. Graham Miles writes, UPS lost an enormous package of collectibles of mine in August 2022. Thousands of pounds worth arrived from the US to Stansted and just disappeared. UPS were utterly shocking. You could not get through to anyone, and if you did, they could not do anything. After 10 days of looking, it was declared lost, and that was that. Never to be seen again. Absolutely shocking. I will never, ever, ever use UPS again. Blimey O'Reilly. This is bad, isn't it? And then the last one I've got is from Paula Bain's back. Unacceptably shoddy by UPS, and helping themselves to your money is outrageous. Every company will have problems, it's true. It's how they deal with them that shows them in their true light, and UPS have failed every opportunity to do the right thing. Even if they pull their finger out now, it shouldn't have taken all this effort to get them to do so. Thanks for the heads up. They're now at the bottom of the heap for my parcel shipping needs. Well, thank you for that. And all those comments, I often had multiple follow-up comments, people thumbing them up. And it really is quite a sad state of affairs. So yeah, needless to say, I will not be using UPS again. There are alternatives in the UK. They've had their chance, but I'm so disappointed with them because it was a company, it was my, without question, first choice for sending stuff to the States in particular. And that's gone now, and that's such a shame. But there you go. I hope you've enjoyed that little look through. I hope it's been worth it for you. And if this is useful for you, if you're in a similar situation, well, you know what I've had to go through now, and it is possible to get it resolved. But even with the best intentions and having to make a video and countless emails and Twitters and everything, it's taken me still a month before I've actually got my money back, which is quite frankly obscene. But there you go. Normal service will be resumed as of tomorrow, but thank you for watching this one today, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.